Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Queen Game and a City Mount Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at some Let's Play episode of Rain Check Ruse Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go, maybe? Yeah, that one right there. There we go. Okay. I don't like the idea of going back to my room just to charge it. It feels like a waste of time. I decided to get up after a couple minutes of rest. There aren't any other booths to explore here, plus some more interesting presentations happen tomorrow. What to do? Suddenly, I remember the brochure that I'd stuffed away in my pockets. Maybe I could check out something listed in here, someplace I haven't been yet. I studied the brochure, letting my eyes bounce between the images until a picture of the coolly lit casino catches my eye. This looks interesting. I've always wanted to check out a casino. Not that I would gamble or anything, but the allure of what essentially is an arcade for adults always fascinated me. Okay then, I've made up my mind. I mean, I've been to a couple of casinos. They're like nothing to write home about. Lots of pretty flashing lights to grab your eyes. Halfway decent food. I'll say that. The food was pretty good. Off to the casino I go. The trek to the casino takes longer than expected. I didn't expect the convention lobby to be that packed. FWA was so fucking packed. Though it's pretty straightforward to get here. There's even a dedicated button in the elevator to go right to the casino. I make my way to the 66th floor and quickly notice that the floor's layout is completely different. It's a lot more open. I start walking around and approach what looks like an entrance with velvet ropes, but am quickly stopped by security. Welcome. If you want to get in, I'm going to need to scan your keycard. The security officer's voice comes off stern. I give him a nervous smile as I take out my keycard. I get a good look at him, and he's a large polar bear, probably in his late 50s. He's almost the same height as Rue, but maybe a bit shorter? I can't help but notice the shiny name tag tacked onto his uniform with the name Christopher printed on it. Being covered in black from head to toe, his uniform looks even sturdier and more impressive than the security I saw at the airport. I guess they take things very seriously here. It's intimidating, but I try my best to remain calm. Right, sure thing. I hand over my keycard. He runs it through a scanner in his paws. There's an indicator light that turns green on the scanner. You're good. Have fun, kid. The security guard gives back my keycard, and I continue making my way into the casino. I swear I can feel his eyes on the back of my head, but I don't turn around to check. I pick up the pace, trying to get as far into the casino as I possibly can. Even though this is the first casino I've ever been to, I think it's quite colorful. And loud. Really loud. Most of the noise is coming from the slot machines. There's rows and rows of them being played in this section of the casino. I navigate away to a different part of the casino, hoping it'll be more quiet. That ends in failure as I stumble upon a section with tables playing roulettes and poker. There's at least 5 games going on in tandem, and the clicking coming from the roulette drowns out most of the other noises around. It's quite a sight to take in, but maybe coming to the casino isn't such a good idea. There doesn't seem to be anything that catches my eye yet besides the decor. I take a quick look around, checking for anything cool until I spot a familiar figure by a poker table. Is that Rue? Walking a bit closer, there's no mistaking the broad figure from behind. Looks like he's in the middle of a game. Raise 500. Call. A voice rings from the other side of the table. It belongs to a shoddy-looking leopard sitting hunched over, their eyes glaring at Rue. Raise 250. I'm not exactly sure how poker works, but I know well enough to tell that Rue has some momentum. All in. The leopard's demeanor looks a lot more agitated and aggressive now. I don't think they know what a poker face is. Heh, all in, bud. Several glances are exchanged between the players. Most of them look disheartened. One by one, the other players turn around the table and throw their cards out. All except the leopard. The dealer deals out some cards, and it's immediately clear who won just by looking at the leopard's face. Better luck next time. The leopard slams his paws on the table and gives Rue another long, threatening glare before storming out of the casino. Well then. There's an awkward tension at the table with the rest of the players looking too stunned to speak. Rue suddenly turns to face me, catching me off guard. So, fancy seeing you here. I didn't know you played poker. Did he know I was watching him this whole time? No, I don't. I was gonna say the same. I could teach you. That's okay. I'll have to pass up the offer. It looks pretty complicated. If you say so. You know, it's quite surprising to see you here. I thought you said you'd be busy in an hour before. I did. Don't worry about it. The wolf talks to the dealer at the table before getting up, making his way over. So, what was up with that guy? The leopard? I beat their ass 3 rounds in a row. Poor guy didn't know when to quit. Ouch, they lost all their money? Who knows, though, that's just how it goes. That guy looked a bit sketchy, though. Aren't you worried that he'll do something malicious? No, not really. People like him don't scare me. Sure must be nice to be large and confident like him. I suppose so. I look at the pile of chips on Rue's side of the table. It's a lot of money. Gambling looks scary, but Rue makes it look easy and approachable. Rue notices me staring. It's not worth anything until I cash it in. Yeah, it's just, wow, that's a lot of money. You must be really good at poker. Or maybe I'm just lucky. He chuckles at me and I chuckle back, not wanting to seem awkward. Well, it was nice seeing you again. I'm gonna go back to playing. Maybe win a few more games. Don't gamble too hard out there. You too. He gives me a reaffirming nod and sits back at the table. I want to tell Rue I'm not planning on gambling, but he's already playing another round. Maybe I should. I'm already here anyway. Maybe not poker. I don't know the rules too well. Something easier. As I'm walking past some more slot machines, I notice a nice open section with a couple of sofas placed around a large table of refreshments. My legs used to be more resilient from all the squats I do from gardening, but now an hour's walk is enough to tire me out. Guess I'll sit for a second, then try my luck at one of the slot machines or something. Ah, much better. I take off my jacket as I'm starting to warm. I think I'll try out some of these refreshments too. Ment's not my favorite, but they're nice enough. Naturally, I take out my phone to check for any notifications while I snack about. Oh no. Crap, my phone's almost dead. I knew I should have gone back to charge it. Alright, I need to head back to my room sooner than I'd like. I spend the next little bit resting my legs and get up. That's when I notice something strange off in the distance. There's a man, probably no more than 20 feet away, twitching and mumbling to themselves. They look incoherent, out of place. I glance around, checking if anyone else sees what I'm seeing, but it's just me in the lounge. Maybe I should leave before things get weird. The man suddenly notices me and makes his way over, his eyes locked onto mine. Crap. He's a lot shorter now that I'm standing up, practically half my height. Well, this is extremely awkward. Is this guy homeless? No, he can't be. He needs some form of ID to get in here. The cat's single bloodshot eye makes me uneasy and on edge. Can I help you? Maybe I should ask him something else. Are you okay? Are you okay? It hurts. The man looks down to his paws and looks back at me. I don't even know why they're all scarred up like that. What the hell do I do now? Money. Do you have any money? Please, money. Jesus. Okay, give him some money. Actually, I'm curious what happens. What happens if you give this man money? What happens if you money him? Money me. Me a money. Money me. Money now. Me a money needing a lot now. Give money. I think I have some spare change in my wallet. It wouldn't hurt to give it to him if he leaves me alone. Okay. I slowly take out my wallet while keeping eye contact with the stranger. It wouldn't hurt to give him one of the $5 bills I have, right? Here, take this. He takes the bill out of my paw shakily. More. I don't have any more to give. More. I really don't have any more to... More! You had more, I saw it! Oh god. What the fuck do I do? In a split second, he lunges towards my legs, but I'm fast enough to evade it to the side. He misses my legs and ends up plowing right into the sofa I was just seated in. Ah! There's a long and painful sounding groan coming from the cat. My body suddenly freezes in place as my mind tries to fully comprehend the situation. My eyes dart around the room, searching for any exits nearby so I can quickly escape. I'll get you, you liar! I look back to the man who looks like he's already ready to pounce at me again. Where the hell's security? What the hell's wrong with this guy? Ah! My adrenaline kicks in. I need to get the hell out of here. I turn around and just start running as fast as I can. Something sharp grabs onto my tail and the resistance causes me to fall face first towards the ground. Ah, crap! My tail! Money! Oh, damn. I manage to flip myself around, and I'm greeted with a demented-looking cat. There's several sharp pricks along my tail, and I can tell the cat's setting his claws in. With one of his paws yanking my tail, the cat tries to claw at my face with the other, but I'm able to block it with my knee. I kick the cat with my free leg, but he doesn't budge. You're a liar! Now you'll pay! The cat lets go of my tail, freeing my other leg and attempts to pounce on top of me. Panicking, I quickly pull both my knees to my chest as I realize I have both my legs free now. Get off me! My feet connect with the cat's chest and shoulder, kicking him back as hard as I can. It takes me a second for my brain to process what just happened. I kicked him, and looking forward, I see the cat covered in refreshments, laying motionless on the top of the table. I sent the guy flying at least a good few feet. I'm pretty sure I heard bones break, too. Oh fuck, is he breathing? Oh god. Are they okay? I approach the cat cautiously, unsure if he'll spring back up and pounce on me. I take a couple of steps forward, but my progress halts as soon as I notice the extent of the chaos I've created. Did I really do this? Hey! What the hell's going on here? Out of nowhere, a loud roar emanates from behind me, causing me to startle and almost jump. As I turn around, I see the security guard marching towards me with surprising speed considering his build. There's also someone trailing right behind him, but at a much slower pace. Is that Rue? Oh god, this is awkward. Why do I keep running into him? You there! Stay where you are. His voice is firm and commanding. I have a bad feeling about this. The security guard points at me as he fiddles with the radio on his shoulder with his other paw. I'm at the lounge. It's just two people. One looks like he's out cold. Psst. Any assistance? The security guard fixates his attention on the still motionless cat. This is a code 30. Call the paramedics. I'll let you know in a moment. Copy that. After briefly alternating his gaze between me and the cat, the polar bear's focus settles on me. Right, so what the hell happened here? Honestly, I wish I knew. Everything happened so fast, there's so much I want to say, but I'm having trouble figuring out my words. Well, you see, I steal a glance at Rue, still off in the distance. He notices me and makes his way over. With surprising ease, Rue walks past the security guard, who remains unaware of his presence. There's, hoping to get an explanation from Rue, I make eye contact with him, but he immediately looks away, refusing to meet my questioning stare. Instead, he shifts his focus to the tattered cat behind me. Rue waves me over, completely disregarding Christopher's presence. Yes, I'm waiting. For the time being, I should probably disregard whatever Rue's attempting to show me. Look back at the polar bear, who's still waiting for an answer. Although I'm almost certain that the security guard has seen Rue, he doesn't appear to be reacting at all. Unexpectedly, Rue appears from beside me, whispering something so faint that only he and I can hear it. He attacked you, didn't he? My eyes widen from disbelief. How the hell did he figure that out? I haven't even said anything yet. All I can do is stare. Yeah, he did, but how did you know? I whisper back as quietly as possible, trying to match the same level of subtlety as Rue. Rue doesn't acknowledge my question. Instead, his attention is drawn back to the cat as if he's looking for something. I stare as well and see small twitches of movement coming from the cat's tail. Oh, thank God he's alive. A huge wave of relief passes through me, but there's still a tight knot in my stomach as I stare at the mangled-looking cat. I thought so. Well, good news is he's not dead. Doesn't like I'll be getting up anytime soon, though. Probably for the better. Can someone care to explain what's going on? Alright, y'all. Gonna pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!